Congresswoman Madeleine Dean, a Democrat from Pennsylvania. So you have come out tonight in support of Joe Biden. Why should Elizabeth Warren join you?
Well, thank you for having me, Laura. I'm enthusiastically supporting former Vice President Joe Biden for a number of reasons. For his heart, for his intellect, for his experience, for his decades of public service, where he has just dedicated himself to serving others, to lifting up the little person, to solving their problems. He's a man of great compassion and empathy. And at this time in our country, we need that kind of a unifying force. Someone who can draw us together, who can help heal this country, frankly, from the great divide that we are suffering right now, but also lead us around the world. We need to return to our standing as an extraordinary leader, and Joe Biden can do that.
So how would it help his campaign if Elizabeth Warren were to back him?
Well, let me speak to Elizabeth Warren. Senator Warren is an extraordinary public servant. I had the opportunity to stand in my office this afternoon and hear her remarks as she gave them from her driveway in Cambridge. And I was surrounded by my staff, many of them young women. They were heartbroken. They really identify with her. I do, too, as a woman. I see her as a fierce leader, someone who stands up for the middle class, for the poor also, for those who are vulnerable among us. So her voice, her leadership, her provocative style, that's what we need in politics, a positive, provocative style to challenge us to do better, to say, how do we afford health care for all? How do we afford college for all? How do we make sure everyone has an opportunity for an excellent education? So Elizabeth Warren will continue to lead this nation. And, of course, I think she would make this campaign a stronger campaign.
But what if she endorses Bernie Sanders? Couldn't that actually hurt Joe Biden?
I suppose it could, because she has very loyal, dedicated followers. Something I was thinking, when this campaign began, what seems like a very long time ago, we had a field of very talented, very diverse people running in this country for the very first time. And I have to tell you, I was not yet a congresswoman, but I was so proud of the diversity, the number of women running. You know our past. In the past, we've had a single woman running as a Democrat or a single woman running as a Republican. Look at the field that we fielded this year, this cycle. Extraordinary women, extraordinary people of great diversity, people of color, LGBTQ community with Pete. We've had an extraordinary pool of talent on the Democratic side. I will tell you that. And so what I hope all people who are paying attention and who have followed Elizabeth Warren and the other very worthy candidates understand that it's time for them to lend their voices, I hope, to the Joe Biden candidacy, to lift him up, to bring this country together.
Congresswoman Madeleine Dean, thanks for being with us tonight.